Here I'm going to discuss using the outline feature to develop your final project proposal, and you start by clicking View and then going to Outline. And I already have an outline in here, so I'm just going to collapse it and show you the different levels. Now, when I came in earlier, I went and created these brief headings, which is what I want you to do when you submit your work to me. Later, you can remove these headings if you don't want them all, but here I want to see your framework. And initially, you'll be starting with your statement of purpose. I took these headings right from the final project proposal requirements, and I then highlighted the different subheadings that I'm going to be using when I develop my project. Now, I brought in a project that I'm doing right now with a virtual environment and teaching healthcare. So what I've done is put in my different categories. Now, some of these I populated with information, but some of them, when I close the outline function, you'll see I really don't, well, okay, here's an example where I started with my methods and I put in a note. I went into the normal function and just wrote in a note. And I will be showing you this particular outline that I started because it's explaining through an example some of the ways you can use this feature and some of the ways you can set up your final project proposal. But I didn't populate everything. So here, when I come down to this area, these are just subheadings that I'm using in my method section. And I can go back to my view of my outline, and I can choose to look at all the levels, or I could just choose to look at the first two levels so that I can get different perspectives as I go. What I want you to do, please, as we go through this, initially you're going to be giving me outlines. I want to be able to clearly see the headings and your organization. Then as you are working with this and we move together to make this into a working document, you can go in and start populating the document as I just showed you. Okay, I don't want to open this section. Let me just try to see if I can just open this one piece. No, it looks like I can't. I can then expand this, and you see that I've already started typing in information. Now, as you get references that you think are relevant, as you start wanting to take notes to yourself, you can go into the body text and start typing the notes. But the important thing I want as we begin is to simply see the outline of your thinking. If we need to change things or add things, you can do that quite easily once you have a framework for where you're going. So I would be looking forward to seeing your actual projects and seeing them evolve, and we're going to start with outlining, and then eventually we'll flesh these out. So thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing your project emerging.